Hello all, welcome to the second lecture on professional leadership, wherein we learn about essentials of leading professional teams in technologically advanced world. Leadership cannot be viewed in isolation. It's not a skill, trait or phenomenon, but is a process with different facets to it. In the journey of being a professional leader, a person has to learn and master different hard and soft skills and learn to practice certain essential qualities. Becoming a professional leader starts with improving personal skills and interpersonal skills. As a leadership, the process involving leader and followers, there are many skills and concepts which are required to be learned and practiced. The essential leadership skills are people management, finding the right people and motivating them to work towards vision. Communication, working on the best ways to communicate vision to others and listening to ideas. Strategic thinking, developing vision, where you want to be and take the organization. Planning and execution, how to achieve the vision and challenges along the way. Change management, recognizing, responding, and managing changes to vision and plan. Persuasion and influence, encouraging others to help leader achieving vision by demonstrating its advantage. To be a successful leader, certain traits are considered essential. Those traits are honesty and integrity, emotional stability and maturity, high motivation, self-confidence, cognitive ability, and achievement drive. The process of becoming a professional leader starts with personal skills. These skills lay the foundation of becoming a good human being, which eventually followers would emulate. These attributes and traits form the basis of leaders' charismatic personality. Self-development is a continuous process, and life is full of learning experiences. The thin line between successful and unsuccessful person lies in the skills with which they unleash their own potential. The outcome of self-development is often seen in form of higher self-confidence, higher employability, and higher quality of life. Self-development is a self-driven process triggered with clear aims in the areas of improvement of self-worth and is often guided by the positive choices and decisions made by the person. Self-development is the building block in the process of understanding one's actual worth as a human being. It is essential for a leader to chart the path for personal development and take charge of it. The process of personal development includes developing a personal vision. It's about creating a vision or developing ideas of committed emotional future of self. The objective statements for outcomes of self-development, which cover the broader appreciation of future and can be: what is the definition of success for individual? Which are the areas of life in which one is looking to progress? The second thing comes is the refining of personal vision. Vision is a broader statement towards the achievement of the goals. One needs to refine statements in terms of horizons and associated goals and can be categorized broadly as long-term vision, intermediate vision, and short-term vision. Identifying areas of self-development. Being self-aware is essential. It's quite often that individuals become critical about themselves. Examining the experiences on a rational basis and learning out of them is at the heart of finding areas of development. Additionally, the SWOT analysis of oneself definitely helps in finding the areas of improvements. The areas for improvement post SWOT analysis can be identified and listed, and necessary measures can be instituted. The periodic review of skills in this regard, with the examples from routine experience, is a key factor. Cultivating habits of reflection, self-awareness, and understanding is therefore important for relationships throughout life. Taking formal courses, mentoring, and reflective practices can be of additional help. Skills for the mind. Human mind is extraordinary, and harnessing the true potential of it is the essence of one's life. Mind keeps oneself motivated to achieve the desired targets, strive to accomplish more, and grow consistently. Taking care of the mind is as essential as taking care of the body, as mental health is equally important. Essential skills in this regard are taking care of your mind. Healthy mind reflects one's overall well-being. As the saying goes, a healthy mind stays in the healthy body, but the reverse is equally true. Keeping the mind is a little complex and takes more than positive thinking and yoga. It includes practices as self-reflection and meditation. Harnessing potential of the mind. Every great thing in this world has begun with a great idea. The mind is the powerhouse of ideas. Having a creative mind and positive mindset is significant for a person to be successful in the personal and professional sphere of his life. Developing a positive mindset and neurolinguistic programming are few techniques for harnessing the true power of the mind. Mind skills. The mind can be trained to think in a particular way and can certainly be helpful in one's vision achievement. Creative thinking and developing memory skills are key aspects of the mind skills. Keeping mind healthy. Healthy mind helps in the overall well-being of a person and keeps away from any kind of mental illness. Practices which can aid in keeping the mind healthy are eating the right diet. The food habits too have effect on mental health. Having balanced food helps in maintaining the healthy mind and body both. Routine physical exercise. Physical exercise changes the metabolic capacity of brain. Exercise also makes the brain secrete BDNF, which is brain-derived neurotrophic factor, and help keep neurons healthy. BDNF is vital for learning, memory, and higher thinking. Keeping the mind active. Keeping the mind active helps in keeping the brain active and young so as to avoid Alzheimer's and dementia. Learning new skills and puzzles can definitely keep the mind and brain active to ensure better mind and brain health. Avoiding social media or smartphone addiction. The studies have shown that there is a strong link existing between the smartphone addiction and poor mental health. The consistent distraction caused by the notifications from social media feeds and fear of missing out keeps the mind stressed and leads to anxiety. Keeping the smartphone free zones or silent timings in one's life is essential to ensure the proper mental health. One needs to get into the habit of frequent smartphone free times or switched off times. This has been emphasized by many renowned authors on self-development. Managing your internal conversation. You become what you think about yourself. This one conversation which is consistently happening inside the conscious or subconscious mind about the things happening around and their impact on life. Learning the art of channeling this conversation and manipulating it to the betterment of oneself is important. Living in the present moment, thinking positive and being grateful can help in managing the conversation in the better manner. Development of the good mind. The mind is like a computer and works on the principle of garbage in, garbage out. Feeding the right food in terms of the thoughts, visuals and readings is of the utmost importance for ensuring mental health. Practicing mindfulness. Mindfulness means being aware of present moments and circumstances. The mindfulness simply means keeping mind in the present moment. Following it in a trained manner, it can be very calming, allowing the worries and regrets to be left alone. The practice is allowed to follow to treat several mental illnesses such as anxiety, depression, and stress relief. Positive thinking. Positive thinking has several benefits on the personal and professional fronts. It helps one understand that it's not possible to change the way the things are happening about, but it can be changed the way they are being perceived. This aids a person to change the way the things are perceived and felt by oneself and others. Some habits can aid garner positive thinking, like gain control of yourself, don't be a complainer, learn to relax, boost your own morale, learn to channel nerves and tensions positively, learn to be assertive. Creative thinking. It is the ability to look at the things differently and look for different ways of solving problems other than traditional ways. Creative thinking is essential for solving problems, building innovative products, and change management. Following ways can help to boost creative thinking, referring to the people from diverse backgrounds, looking for new challenges and taking them on, challenging the stereotypes and think beyond the obvious, development of right brain thinking by getting into music, fiction, and art. Assertiveness. What's assertiveness? It is the quality of expressing opinions or desires in a strong and confident way so that people can take notice. Being assertive is a two-way process. One has to be respectful to the thoughts of the others and listen to them with empathy whilst putting the thoughts or opinions in the confident manner. It forms an important interpersonal skill at personal and professional level. The essence of the assertion lies in expressing the opinion in confident manner without anxiety and jeopardizing the personal right of self or others. The important consideration in assertion is encouragement of others to be open about their views, wishes, and feelings so that both parties can act appropriately. Some factors are considered important from the point of assertive behavior, and those are being open in expressing wishes, thoughts, and feelings, and encouraging others to do likewise, listening to the views of others and responding appropriately, whether in agreement with those views or not, accepting responsibilities and being able to delegate it to others, regularly expressing appreciation of others for what they have done or they are doing, being able to admit to the mistakes and apologize, maintaining self-control, behaving as an equal to the others. Stress and stress management. Stress is body's response to change in life because life involves constant change ranging from everyday routine changes like commuting from one place to other, to work, to adopting of major life changes like marriage, divorce, or death of a loved one. It is generally accepted that a small amount of stress can help to function effectively. It adds a sense of urgency to whatever we are doing and helps to provide motivation. However, when most people talk about stress, they mean too much stress. Important points to understand whilst dealing with stress. Recognizing the stress triggers, effective ways to manage stress, avoiding negative effects of stress on health. Stress and stress management. Stress can be triggered from any sources and termed as stressors. We perceive many things to be stressful depending on the experiences encountered by individuals. The stresses can be different for different individuals as they are caused by a combination of personality traits, available resources, and habitual thought patterns. A situation may be perceived as stressful by one person can be merely perceived as challenging by someone else. Many people are stressed by their jobs, relationships, financial issues, and health problems, as well as more mundane things like clutter and busy schedules. Learning skills to cope up with these stresses can help reduce one's experience of stress. Effects of stress. Stress is perceived differently by each of us. Stress affects us all in the ways that are unique to us. One person may experience headaches, while other may find stomach upset, which is a common reaction, and third may experience any number of other symptoms. While we all react to stress in our own ways, there is a long list of commonly experienced effects of stress that range from mild to life-threatening. Stress can affect immunity, which can impact virtually all areas of health. Stress can affect mood in many ways. Creating a stress management plan is often one part of the plan of overall wellness. Stress management. Stress can be effectively managed in different ways. The best stress management plans usually include a mix of stress relievers. Those help manage stress physically, psychologically, and help to develop resilience and coping up skills. Following techniques are useful in managing stress. Using quick stress relievers. Some stress relief techniques can work in just few minutes to calm the body's stress response. These techniques offer a quick fix that helps you feel calmer at one moment, and this can help in several ways. When our stress response is not triggered, we may approach problems more thoughtfully and proactively. We may be less likely to lash out at others out of frustration, which can keep your relationship healthier. Nipping your stress response in the bud can also help oneself from experience chronic stress. Quick stress relievers like breathing exercises, for example, may not build your resilience to future stress or to minimize the stresses that we face, but they can help calm the body's physiology once the stress response is triggered. Developing stress relieving habits. Some techniques are less convenient to use when we are in the middle of stressful situation. But if we can practice them regularly, they can help oneself manage stress in general by being less reactive to it and more able to reverse our stress response quickly and easily. Long-term healthy habits like exercise or regular meditation can help to promote resilience towards stresses if one makes them a regular part of life. Communication skills and other lifestyle skills can be helpful in managing stresses and changing how we feel from overwhelmed to challenged or to even stimulated. Eliminating stresses when possible. One may not be able to completely eliminate stress from life or even the biggest stressors, but these are the areas wherein he or she can minimize it and get it to a certain manageable level. Any stress that one can cut out can minimize overall stress load. For example, ending even one toxic relationship can help oneself more effectively deal with other stress experience because they may feel less overwhelmed. Living well and ethically. A person wants to live life without regrets, as we don't get a chance to relive the life. As human beings, we have the ability to think and consider what is good for us and the society as a whole. One needs to lead a life which will be fulfilling and set a precedence for the others to follow. Aristotle mentioned following virtues for leading a life with purpose and ethics. Those are courage instead of the cowardice and extreme risk-taking behavior, self-control rather than self-indulgence or selfishness, generosity and not wasted resources and opportunities, friendliness and politeness, not rudeness, unpleasantness and towards others, tact and discretion, truthfulness and integrity, good temper, even in the face of provocation, fairness, to name a few. Personal development is the stepping stone to the professional leadership. Developing the self-worth and leading an ethical life backed by virtues will definitely help the person becoming an effective leader. I thank you all viewers for finding time and going through this video.